Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're going to deliver picks today for you here from the College Football Bowl game, Frisco Bowl, going off tonight. Also, the NBA Cup Final. We'll have picks from college hoops. We got a 10-game card from NHL. And then we'll close the show off with our parlay segment, peripheral segment. We'll see what the Cappers have for you here at the end of the show. Well, first, we'll meet the Cappers and get right to the picks, as we don't mess around here on the Tony Picks Morning Show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Yeah, go on, Tony. Nothing to complain about here for me. Another winning day, so back-to-back winning days. Let's make it 3 straight. Let's get into it. Smaller card, but hey, it's just the calm before the storm. We know what's coming. There's a lot more action than the back end. So definitely it's coming the rest of the week. I'm enjoying a little quieter card today from what we have seen. It's a little bit of break before the calm before the storm. We know what's coming. Wait till January hits, and we'll have so much college hoops. Actually, we won't know what to do with it.
Yep, I see that we had no NBA tomorrow. I guess they fly all the NBA people from New York into Vegas, and they got to fly back, so they want to give them time to get back in New York so they can settle in. So no NBA tomorrow, but we'll have a big card on Thursday, and of course, college bowls here throughout the week and the playoffs. Solo, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Not a bad day. 6-0 yesterday.
Not bad. That was a headline there.
Yeah. We saw the board pretty good yesterday. Couple spots today. Like I said, one NBA, tricky college basketball card. So we're going to kind of hold the bullets today, but we'll be back fine later on in the week. Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the money. Solo here. Let's say hello to Chris. Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Had a 50-50 day. Dropped my NBA play with the Raptors, of course. And then, but the Falcons redeemed themselves. I got them just barely at 5.5, and man, they squeaked by with the Raiders. So it was a good 50-50 day for me. And just excited for tonight's NBA Cup final.
Yep. And I had a 50-50 day. Yeah, that Bears, I don't know what I was thinking. I was on the Bears. Well, I know what I was thinking. I was the divisional. Thought they would show up in a divisional game. Didn't show there. But I redeemed there with a 50-50 day. Got that over there with the Utah Jazz. I'm telling you, man, this Jazz team, horrific defense, man. Horrific. If you're following that game, I was hoping that the Jazz could score enough points to get the over in, but they did. But 144 up there for the Clippers. And, of course, keep an eye on these tanking teams. Quote, tanking, Jazz, your Bulls as well, because Ball's out there. They want to trade him. The Nets, we told you this all season about the Nets. They're going to build up the stats for these guys, look for suckers to take these players, and that's what they're doing. And probably not going to defend, just get these numbers up, get their stats numbers up so they can find guys to deal to, and that's what the Nets want to do. A lot of these teams want to do that, the ones at the bottom of the league, especially with expiring contracts there. We'll see what happens. People out here in LA, as you know, Solo getting hard on the Lakers. They're not doing anything. But I don't think there isn't a whole lot to get out there. It's hard to trade players with all these big salaries now. Solo, I think it's harder to trade guys.
Yeah, and I see they're looking at different kind of positions. I see they wanted more of a role player than a star, and I just don't understand what we're looking for. We need help immediately.
Perimeter help, three-point shooting, defense. There's a lot of needs for this LA Lakers team. How about coaching these guys to do that? That might help. So let's get going here. Let's go to the Bowls. Let's go to Frisco, Texas. Growing community up there. Knew about 20 years ago. People were really high on that area of the country there. So Frisco, let's see what the weather looks like. It looked like it was a pretty good weather day. 63 degrees, light wind, 22% chance of precipitation. I guess it would just be light rain if it hums, but it's a very small chance here. This Frisco Bowl, we have Memphis here favored 4.5, total 58. Now, remember, there was a coaching change here for West Virginia. They're going to use an interim coach here. Rich Rod is on his way back to West Virginia, but he won't coach in this game. Probably will be in the stands. Probably will do his recruiting interviews on TV. We'll see a lot of Rich Rod on the camera today, but he won't be coaching. Let's go over to Rod.
Yeah, look at this West Virginia team, and definitely it won't be. It'll be Chad Scott, who's the interim head coach until Rich Rod takes over with West Virginia. There, definitely, maybe he can improve this. 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 postseason bowl games is West Virginia. So only one way to go for me. I'm going to take the over. I think both offenses can put up points. We know Memphis loves to run and gun and put up points. West Virginia does the same. Both defenses definitely not the greatest. And the total being high up at 58.5, I see in most places. I think we get into the 60s in this track meet tonight. Give me the over, West Virginia, Memphis.
Yep, over there. Yeah, usually the bad defensive teams play early in the bowl season. That's why they're 6-6. That's usually what happens there. They have just enough offense to become bowl eligible. The defense comes later in the bowl season. Playoffs over to Solo.
Yeah, this West Virginia Memphis game, I was a little hesitant, especially when West Virginia had coaching change. I wasn't quite sure what how many players they had in the transfer portal. As I got into the game, it's evident that neither team is playing defense points are going to come early and over. I'm going to take the over 58.
There we go from Solo on over to Chris.
Yeah, definitely looking at definitely the over in the total, but my pick would be just take Memphis. I mean, I don't know, it's almost too easy, which is a little bit scary, but I would just take Memphis. I mean, you look what they're doing non-conference opponents, 3-1, and then like Rod said, I mean they're 1-7 in post games here. So yeah, Memphis is my way to go.
There from Chris. Yeah, I'm going to look at the over in this game. Interesting here, you have two senior quarterbacks, Seth Hennigan, 4-year starter with the program, very loyal to the school. No transfer portal. Same thing for Garrett Green, 4 years with the program, started the past 2. Again, loyal to the school, didn't transfer. I just think this is kind of a showcase for these quarterbacks. Remember, it's really important for these quarterbacks, especially when they're seniors, is to get into these all-star games at the end of the year, like your Shrine game. I don't know if there's Senior Bowl quality, but there's some other ones out there they get to. Just try to get a look from these get some pro scouts checking these guys out. So I think really it's important to shine as Hennigan, maybe shine Green a little bit. Hopefully they get invited to some of these all-star games here at the end of the year, at the end of the bowl season. We see a lot of them. So I think definitely Hennigan, somebody you would probably see in some of these all-star games, or maybe just one of those borderline quarterbacks that might get in there. Because if you get into those all-star games, there are nothing but pro scouts that watch these practices, watch the game, and it's good exposure for you. And I think that's the goal here for these coaches, especially for two senior quarterbacks who are very loyal to the school. I just think they want them to shine in this spot. I always look at that there. So I like the over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony 6 Morning Show. We'll turn our attention to the NBA Cup final here. We got the Bucks and the Thunder. The Bucks made the semis last year, couldn't get into the finals. Indiana beat them, but they're here in the final against the Thunder, who's been impressive here. Bucks and Thunder, we're seeing 5s. There is a 4.5 in the marketplace. Total 215.5. We start with Rod.
And for me in this one, I like the over. I think we see plenty enough points to get over this low total 215.5. I think we get into the 220s in this one. Just easily for me, I think we cruise into the over. It's gonna be a close, tight game all the way right down the stretch, like we've seen in these competitive games. And I think we get the same here. So I still like the over. Points come early and often, and we get up and over the 215. We get into the 220s there. Give me the over in this one tonight.
Over there from Rob, move on to Solo.
Yeah, OKC and the Bucks, $1 million on the line, bragging rights on the line. I expect a stronger effort. I think points could be premium. I'll be honest, I'm going to take the Bucks +5. I like the way they're playing ball. I feel like everybody's humping up on OKC right now. I'm going to do a sprinkle on the money line, but definitely the Bucks +5 for me.
Yeah, from Solo on over to Chris.
Yeah, I think we're going to opposite direction there. Like I gave out on my video today on YouTube. I'm going to go the under. I mean, you look at what these guys are doing. OKC is number 1 defense efficiency in the NBA right now. And the biggest problem is who's going to guard Giannis. But on the flip side of it, who on the Bucks can guard SGA? Like he can make a shot from anywhere on the floor. So I don't know. I think they're going to step it up. I mean, OKC is allowing teams like 94 points typically in the Western Conference, or the Eastern Conference, excuse me. So I'd lean under. I know it's low, but I think they can still do it and keep it low.
Right there from Chris. Yeah, I'm going to look here. I'm going to look at the Thunder on this side. During the knockout rounds, I ran the numbers here, and you look at the Thunder in those 2 knockout games, impressive. Plus 14.5 net rating, defending only to 100 points per 100 possessions. Bucks pretty impressive, but man, the strength of schedule here for the Thunder in the knockout stages beating the Mavs by 14. That's the game that really gets my attention. I know it was a home game. It wasn't. I love to see these knockout stages all in Vegas, right? I just take away the home court advantage. I just like to see the knockout stages there. But anyway, that win against the Mavs really got my attention here. And I'm going to go ahead and take OKC. Give me the youth against the aging experience there from the Milwaukee Bucks in this one. I'll look at OKC laying the number, man. That 14-point win against the Mavs, it's just like, this has me. That's the point. That's the key here for me. I thought that was a very impressive win in that knockout stage. All right, let's continue here on the Tony 6 Morning Show as we're getting ready here now to turn our attention to college hoops. We got a little bit more action today here on the college card. We've got a conference game in there mixed in as well. Seen a lot of Peacock up there on the board tonight. We got to look for the streaming service for some of these matchups here, but we do have a good one on ESPN tonight. So in college hoops, what we do here. Before we get into January, we just had to Capper. Just give us what you got in college hoops. We'll start with Rod. College basketball. Give us what you got.
And the first one I'm looking at James Madison heading into Wake Forest in that one. I don't like Wake Forest. Why is Wake Forest laying 8? The numbers that I run on that game definitely don't make Wake Forest an 8-point favorite against JMU there. That's the most puzzling line on the board for me today. So give me JMU plus the 8. Wake Forest is ass. Their offense over their last 5, they're struggling to get 60 points a game. It's going to be a tough one there to be covering 8 when you can't score 60. Give me James Madison plus the points there in that matchup.
Yeah, the football coach just quit yesterday.
Yeah, maybe they maybe it's maybe that's not going to help them either. Wake Forest ass. I mean, they're then we should send them some ass hats. Maybe they'll get better, but that just is awful there. And then we see what Clemson did last time. They got spanked. So expect a big bounce back here from this Clemson team tonight. South Carolina. What's going to happen there? South Carolina wants to slow the pace down. They're going to drag it to as slow of a pace that they'll be able to play at. It's what they want to do. They'll try to drag Clemson into that slow-ass pace game. Clemson will have nothing of it. They'll start hitting shots, draining threes. Give me Clemson, lay the 2 there in that one. Now, what I'm looking at here is, where is it? Scrolling down. There's actually a lot of fluff games, and there's some good mixed in. Give me Boise State minus the 22.5. They're Texas Southern. There's a team that's ass. 1-7 against the number all season long is Texas Southern. So continue to beat up on Texas Southern. Boise State's going to come out win by 30 there in that matchup. And then looking at one of these later ones, you look at Stanford, and I think they're going to take it out on Merrimack. Give me Stanford lay the 16. I think they win by 20 plus over Merrimack in that one. Merrimack's a solid team, but this step up, they're going to struggle there in that one. What is it? 3 I like, 4 I like? I think I missed one early, but let me go back. Give me 1 second. And then you know what? I actually like St. John's. The earlier matchup starts, 6:30 Eastern? 6:30 Eastern. Yeah, against DePaul. I'm going to take St. John's there in that one. St. John's is one of those teams. They're going to dominate the glass versus DePaul. DePaul's a smaller team, and the Johnny's just going to out-rebound DePaul big. When you get those second chance points, it's just going to slowly add up. And next thing you know, St. John's is up by 20. Give me St. John's minus the 13 there in that one.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Solo.
I'm going to look at the early game, the Drexel-Howard game. I think Howard's not really playing as good ball as they've been playing the last 2 seasons. The guard play not as good. I think Drexel's going to be able to slow this game down. They're going to be able to make some shots. I'm going to take Drexel on the money line. The Florida North Carolina game I was looking at, I thought it would be more points. It has me a little hesitant. I think I'm going to take North Carolina plus the 3.5. That's all I have in college basketball.
From Solo on over to Chris.
I'm looking at the FIU East Carolina game, and I'm going to take FIU there. I know it's 7.5 right now is what I think that you're getting with FIU as far as dogs. And I mean, on the road, they're doing 5-1 against the spread, 5-3 against non-conference, and East Carolina is just 2-3 against the spread at home. So I'll just lay it there with FIU.
All right, I'll tell you what I think about these games here. I'm with Rod here on St. John's laying the points here. DePaul's played the 355th schedule, weakest strength of schedule in the nation. You're the worst, easiest. I think there's 356 teams in college Division I. DePaul's strength of schedule 355th, and they play.
Right?
Yeah, I mean they haven't played anybody. This is a team full of transfers. I mean, a team full of transfers. They have D1 experience, but 356 in discontinuity. And look here, the Blue Demons in their road loss gave up 50% shooting. So that's not a good sign there going into facing St. John's in their Big East opener. I like St. John's there. I'm going to with Solo. I'm going to take the points there with North Carolina. The site somewhat favors the Tar Heels. This one will be played in Charlotte, North Carolina. It will say neutral court there. But North Carolina has played the 8th toughest schedule. And playing the 8th toughest schedule, you said 21st in offensive efficiency, you get my attention there. So I'll take the points there with North Carolina. I think I may be going button heads with my man JM here. I think I'm going to take South Carolina plus the points here. Although I'm not getting the 3 earlier, it's coming down here. So there's some money coming out. Yeah, it's coming down. It's just the Gamecocks at home have shot the ball well and defended very well. The Tigers here, good 3-point shooting team, but that home court for South Carolina is what I'm going to look at here. In there, away from home, the Tigers shoot just 42%. So look at the Gamecocks in that one. I think Dayton's going to pound UNLV here. I like Dayton to lay the points here. Lay a smack on them. Look at the past 5 games. The Flyers, 53% shooting. They covered 4 of 5. You look at the Rebels away from home, give up a 50% shooting. They're getting – this is the neutral court games and their 2 road games. They're getting outscored by 15 points a game. So I'm going to look for Dayton to lay a pound in here on this UNLV squad. And I'm going to take the points with Seton Hall here. It's the conference game. I know Seton Hall can't shoot, but they can defend. And sometimes those defensive teams, I'm not all that impressed with Villanova. They lost by 10 to Columbia early in the year. You look at the Pirates here. They do defend. The Seton Hall Pirates do. I think their defense keeps them competitive enough to cover this big number. So I'll take them here at the plus the points. That's right. The UNLV is now covered in for their last 5 as dogs. Yep. Can't trust that UNLV team. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people disappointed with this UNLV basketball team out in Vegas. All right. We got you through here. The news calls. We got a lot of comments here from our guys here in the chat here. Ian Petron.
What up, chat?
Our man here, Ron here on Coastal today. He got some videos up on the board as well today, so check them out. All right. We got you through the college hoops card here today. Nice little some games here out there for you guys to check out. Now we're going to turn our attention to that 10-game hockey card. But first, we're going to see what Solo has for sale over at Tony Six. Solo coming off a monster day. I think it was 6-0 yesterday. Solo in absolute fire right now. Let's see what Solo has for sale right now over at Tony Six. He's been cranking the NFL as well the last 30 days.
I got a 3-pack real light today. I'm obviously participating in the World Cup, NBA Cup, and I got 2 college basketball plays. We'll be back heavy later on in the week as the bowl games pick up. Like I say, I'm seeing the board pretty good, so sign with me short-term, long-term, pair me at one of the good cappers. We get into the bank, man. Let's get the money.
Let's get the money, guys. Get up over with Solo over at Tony's Picks. See the great results from Solo here the last 3 days. 840 units in the NFL and come off a monster day, hitting the top of the leaderboard yesterday with a monster day yesterday for Solo. 6-0 day yesterday. Oh, that's pretty solid there, guys. So get on board. You guys like that 7-day pass here on it early in the week. That 7-day pass gets to the NFL for this week. Well, there's 16 games this week. There's no more buys. So all 16 games, including Monday night. And when you get that 7-day pass, we got a lot of college football bowls as well as Solo selections from these playoffs, which will begin here on Friday. We're going to have some overlap. We're going to have some bowl games going not head to head, but in different time against the playoffs too. So lots of bowl coverage, NBA, college hoops as well. Get on board. Remember that promo code Tony T at checkout will knock 15% off that price. Click the link in the description. Get over to TonySpix.com. You'll see Solo top of the leaderboard yesterday, documented at 6-0. All right, Solo, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you later.
I mean, I appreciate everybody, man. Good luck. Let's get the money.
Solo here on the Tony Six Morning Show. All right, let's continue on here. Chris and I will be spectators as Rod will take a cup of coffee. We'll take a deep breath and ready to knock out this NHL board. All right, let's start here with the 707s and 737s. 707s, 737s here. All the early starts here in the 7 Eastern time hour. Sabres, Canadians. We got the Sabres $1.20, total 6. The LA Kings, what a trip for these Kings here, right? They've been pretty hot here. $1.35, total 6 against the Penguins. Favorite on the road against Pittsburgh. Wow, I never thought I'd see that in my lifetime. Blue Jackets and Lightning here. Lightning here, $2.47 here at home, total 6.5. Islanders, Hurricanes. We got the Hurricanes, $2.17, total 6.
Yeah, looking at these few matchups here early, you look at Buffalo. Hey, they've lost 10 straight games, but they're the favorite over Montreal. What? What's going on there? Montreal's playing the slightly better hockey. Buffalo still, as I said, has lost 10 straight hockey games, and you're going to make them the favorite? Yeah, I'm not buying that nonsense. Give me Montreal on the money line in there and that one. They're at home in this one. Just don't trust Buffalo until you actually can win some hockey games. Well, then maybe you deserve being favorites. It's like we've seen with Carolina. Here, look, you're going to be favorites here, and then we'll look what happened. You got spanked. So give me Montreal in that one. And I'm sorry, Tony, but Kings favored $1.40. I don't want to lay $1.40 with the Kings on the road.
I don't blame you.
I know they've been playing good to start that trip, but that trip is now extended. They're still out east for a couple days. I know what happens after a week-long trip of eating fast food and eating takeout. Sometimes you're looking for a little bit of home cooking, and it gets you. Your body can't take eating dinners out for a week. It's just we're not built to eat like that. We need some home cooking and home. I think it's one of those spots that Pittsburgh Penguins at home. They won 4 of the last 5 contests. I'll take the plus money with the Pittsburgh Penguins there in that one. Then the Islanders of Carolina. Ooh, There's a up and down in that one. I like the over. I think normally most people are going to turn to that one and go, "Ooh, the Islanders are a lower scoring team." Not this season. 18-12 to the over this season are these Islanders. In Carolina, yeah, they play a little bit of defensive hockey, but not as much as they have been. I like the over 5.5 there in that one. I believe we've seen 4-3 in a previous meeting this season. So take the over, Islanders, Carolina.
Yeah, but I know coaches have said they're always worried about the teams on long road trips, especially what they do on their free time. A lot of them just stay in the hotel room, just order takeout, don't move, no mobility whatsoever.
Yeah,
that doesn't help them.
It doesn't help at all. Like, they don't do anything, and exactly like you said, you start eating takeout. I know what happens after a week vacation, and all you've done is eating takeout, and you've eaten fast food, and you've had those big rich dinners when you're like, "Ooh, steak dinner." You have yourself steak and a loaded baked potato, and you do that for like four nights out of 5. It starts to wear on you. You need some chicken and fish, some greens. And
your supplements. A lot of the guys take supplements, their protein shakes, their smoothie shakes, and all that stuff. A lot of that just goes, well, we'll get back to it when we get back home. Now I'm going to eat. Your diet also changes because these guys take a lot of supplements.
Exactly. Same. You don't have the same routine out on the road as what you would at home when you sleep in your own bed. You get up. There's your regular coffee. You're trying to find your routine on the road is what happens with a lot of these teams. So the Kings started off early, and I think it's one of those spots where they just slow right down.
All right, we'll get to the 8:07 and 8:37 here with this slate of games. Rangers and Predators. We see the Predators $1.24 total 6. Devils at the Blues here. Devils $1.73 total 6. Capitals and Blackhawks. Caps on the road $1.70 total 5.5.
Yeah, you look at the Rangers taking on Nashville, right? There's Nashville, 8-17 on the season, but they're favorite. What? What? Did I miss something? Did I totally miss something? The Rangers have been ass lately. They definitely they were off to a nice hot start, and since that hot start, they've definitely cooled right off as this Rangers team. You look, they've got 3 wins in their last 10 hockey games. You look at Nashville, they've got 1 win in their last 10 hockey games. So how is Nashville favored in this spot? It makes no sense to me there. I'd have to lead to the Rangers to get the job done there. But I like the over. We've seen Nashville plenty of times give up plenty of goals. We've seen, was it 1, 2 of the last 3 games have went well over the total. Same with the Rangers. They've been not so good defensively. And as I said, 1 win in their last 5. But I don't want to lay it with Nashville. Nashville's got 5 regulation wins at home all year in 14 games, and they're favored now? No. Take the Rangers in that matchup. And then another matchup we're looking at, you went all the way to the, 8:30?
8:37. Capitals Blackhawks last game.
Yeah, the Capitals Blackhawks. Looking at that Capitals Blackhawks game, it's the second half of a back-to-back for this Washington club. They lost yesterday. But coming in there against the Blackhawks, they saved their better goalie. Logan Thompson should make the start for the Washington there in that one. And, hey, the Blackhawks got themselves a nice win last game. And what do they follow up home wins with? Losses. 0-8 following a home win are these Blackhawks. I like Washington to come in there and win on the puck line there in that one. And the Devils on the road at minus 180. No thanks. Give me the St. Louis Blues at home in that one. I believe they won 4 of the last 5 versus the New Jersey Devils, including a 3-0 win earlier this season. They went into New Jersey and shut them out and got the win. Give me the St. Louis Blues there in that one tonight.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, let's continue on. As we close out the hockey card, 9:07, 10:07, 10:37. We got Bruins Flames. Bruins road favorites $28, total 5.5. Senators at Kraken. Senators road favorites $26, total 6. Jets at Sharks. Jets 213, total 6. A lot of East Coast teams on the West Coast. Favorites here on the road. Over to Rock.
Yeah, and you look at the I'm looking at Ottawa taking on Seattle. First one we're looking up there, and hey, Ottawa's starting to turn things around, play a little better hockey, playing some defensive hockey. I like the under. Ottawa's 5-0 to the under following an overtime game. But I also lean to Seattle to get the win. You look at Ottawa versus the Pacific Division on the road. Well, they got 1 win in their last 15 on the road versus a Pacific Division opponent. So take Seattle over Ottawa in that one. And then you look at this Winnipeg Jets team. Yeah, they're minus 220 favorites on the road. I think the Jets most likely win that game. But you look, the last 9 trips, that Winnipeg has went into San Jose, guess what? The Dogs covered the puck line. So we've seen San Jose plenty of times this season cover that puck line. I think the San Jose Sharks plus the puck and a half there in that one. Close game. I think Winnipeg wins it in a lower scoring 1-3-2 final there in that one.
From Rod. All right, we got you through here the NHL, got you through the sports. Now it's time for our parlay peripheral segment where the Cappers can give you parlays, they can give you team or player props, or they can give you a game coming up in the future. We'll see what they want to do. We'll start here with Rod.
And for me, we're going to go with the over in tonight's college football bowl game. Take the over in that one. Take the we're going to take James Madison in college basketball plus the points, and then throw in the Seattle Kraken on the money line. Little 3-teamer mixed sport for you tonight.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll give you some player props in the NBA Cup final tonight. I think the two key players are going to be SGA and Giannis, and I'm going to take both of those guys over their points, rebounds, and assists. We've been cashing with Shea's PRA lately, and then Giannis should have no problem. They're both sitting SGA's at 43.5 right now, and Giannis is at 48.5. So, yeah, just take them both over their points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, from Chris, I'll give you a 3-teamer here. I like South Carolina plus the points with North Carolina plus the points, and Dayton laying the points there against UNLV. All right, we got you through our parlay segment. Now it's peripheral segment. Now it's time to see what the Cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading into a big weekend of action here, a big week of action, all 16 teams in action here in the NFL. 3 weeks remaining in the NFL regular season. We also have the college football playoffs coming up, bowl games as well throughout the week. We'll see what Rod has for sale. He's been cranky. You see the numbers, 1,049 units of profit. Document over at Tony's Picks. Rod, what do you got for sale at the site?
And for me, over at the site today, I've got my NBA drop a dime play. I'm in the hottest capper over at Tony's Picks over the last month in the NBA. A nice 22-11 run over there in the NBA. So definitely rolling right along there. Had it with the Raptors yesterday. We took the points. We didn't take the Raptors on the money line. Hey, I'll take the half-point win. I've lost by plenty of a half-point this season. So definitely I'll take a half-point win on my side for a change. And then also I have a nice little 3-pack. I've got 2 college basketball, 1 play in the NHL. So it's my 2+1. So you get 2 college basketball plus my NHL sniper play of the day in a 3-pack. A better way to go instead of buying all these packages individually. Hey, jump aboard long-term. Grab a week pass. Join me for a week. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 Capper promotional as well. Loaded card of action this week coming up. Big spots to make some more money and put it into your pocket. So jump aboard. Hit the link in the description. That'll get you right on over to Tony'sPicks.com. And then when you get there, use Tony via checkout. Save 15% off all your purchases over there. Let's get it. Crush the books together.
Crush the books indeed. Rod's been crushing it. Yeah, I'm board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. Let's see what Chris has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Chris put together pretty good NBA over the last 30 days.
Yeah, I've got a best bet in the NBA Cup tonight. Excuse me. I know we don't have any games tomorrow in the NBA, so I'm going to probably reach out and do some college basketball just to kind of fill the void there. And, so I got my 1 play in the NBA Cup tonight, and then Thursday we have a monster card in the NBA, so I'll have some plays there.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Keep an eye on those long-term passes, the 7-day pass to get you all the action here from NBA college hoops, as well as this college football bowls. Of course, we got the 16 teams in action here in the NFL. A lot of games coming up here for you guys. I think there's even a Saturday game this weekend, so there's a lot going on. So get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks and use that promo code Tony's. Check out, knock off that 15% off. You find a link in the description to Tony'sPicks.com and get on over and sign up with Chris. All right, I got a best bet on the board from the NBA right now. Also, I have a multi-pack up there for you as well. Working on some hoops action for you. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks, unit leader in NFL. Also having a great college football year this season. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Multi-cap promotion matchup with any of your favorite cappers on the long-term pass. Just a reminder, guys, all of our long-term passes, our cappers, our customers will be able to receive late steam plays. We do allow our cappers to put plays in late. Our regular member plays are in there by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we allow cappers to handicap throughout the day and night. They could post plays in the system between 10 minutes to 2 hours before game time, and those plays are emailed directly to your inbox. So those late steams are a part of the long-term passes. So get on board there at Tony'sPicks.com. Also, we've added first halves in the NFL. So you'll get those as part of your long-term passes as well. So a little bit more value there. We're going to add some more features to the Tony's Picks premium site to help you folks who purchase those long-term passes, give you more value for your buck. There's more come on the way as well as I got my programmer working on things. So I'm mapping stuff out here and get things done to help you guys out there on our channel. All right. Remember, we also have that for your feature as well there with the late steam. Also, the one-day passes are all profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase will be credited back to your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. So get on board there. All right. That's the deal. Let's see what the Cappers have on our YouTube channel. We're live here with you every day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, but we also we can also check out the replay of the show. It archives right on our channel. Go to the live tab. You can watch the replay if you missed the show, or if you need help with the later games, check it out because we got you covered there in the archive. Also on demand, you'll see some videos from our Cappers. Go a little more in depth for you on the videos. Rod, what do you got over on the Tony Picks YouTube channel and your plans for the week?
And for you over at the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, I've got you covered on all the hockey games. So if I didn't go over one of the games here on the morning show, definitely head on over, check out the archive videos. Got all 10 games covered on the ice today. There, going forward, we all have all the ice action covered for you. And we slowly digging into this college basketball action as well. Still working on stuff behind the scenes, trying to get that down as well here at Tony's Picks. So definitely been working on things there. So be on the lookout for more content in college basketball for me going forward here at Tony's Picks.
That's right. Also, fix at this website. Rod's very active there with organizing all the articles, getting up there on the site, making sure we get good written form up there. So more picks there on the Tony's Picks website.
More content for the users here at Tony's Picks. You're trying to find more picks. Definitely go check out the article writers. Are definitely improving there, and they also have picks and winners and some up props and plays. So definitely check it out. We're at Tony'sPicks.com.
Absolutely. Let's see what Chris said. What you got over on the YouTube channel? Your plans for the week?
I got a video for the NBA Cup final tonight, a little bit more deep dive explaining why I took the under, giving you some stats and everything like that. And then, like I said, nothing tomorrow, so I'll put a video out for something just to make sure we keep content. And then I'll have at least 2 or 3 videos for the Monster card on Thursday.
There you go. Check out Chris there on the YouTube channel. I got the NBA game covered, college football. Also just popped up some shorts on college basketball up there, about 5 games up there, guys. So check me out over at Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I'm very active there with that as well. And that we got you covered. Appreciate everybody's contributions here in the chat. Lex Steele with a lot of your content as well. Ace Plus Money, really good stuff here from hockey. Play it props. Appreciate everyone's contributions here and a very good civil chat. We got a very sharp chat room. So guys, appreciate all your work here and posting your plays here because we know you guys are in tune to all the action here. Shout out to Kasi, my man. What's up, my man? To see Kasi here into the channel as well. He's got some really good content over across the street as well. Of course, our mattress Johnny coming in with some great stuff here from the hockey. So appreciate everyone's contributions here in our YouTube channel. We'll be back again tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with more free picks. All right, before we go, you guys have anything anything for us before we go?
Make it a winning day, guys.
Definitely have a big winning day. Appreciate each and every one of you that tune into these shows daily. Without you guys, we're not here doing it. So thanks. Helps us out at time. And let's continue getting you guys winners.
That's right. Continue to get you guys winners. There we go. We got a smash spot here from our guy Eric Rivera. They like that smash spot here.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the Sabres to smash anything. They've been smashing some chicken wings and some dinners, but they definitely haven't been smashing anybody. But we know this Sabres team definitely, when they lose hockey games, they lose games in bunches. And guess what? When they start winning that first one, then I'll start betting the Buffalo again because when they win hockey games, then they usually win hockey games in bunches. So until they win that first one, I'll definitely no premium on Montreal Buffalo. It's a lean to Montreal at best. So good luck with that one, Eric Rivera. If Buffalo smashes, they do, but I don't think so. It's a tough place to go into Montreal and get yourself a win. The form in Montreal has been in fine form for, over 100 years? It's the reason why it still stands there today. It's the mecca of hockey in Montreal. It'd be very tough for Buffalo to get their win there tonight. They're not like the Leafs. Montreal takes pride in their hometown hockey. It's going to be tough for Buffalo there.
There you go. That's the deal for this edition of Tony's Sports Show. Back tomorrow live, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. A couple of bowl games on tap, some college hoops, action on the ice as well. Going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys make it a winning Tuesday. We're back again tomorrow here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show.